Every time Samsung caves and does something we thought they would never do, Morgan Freeman earns a new freckle. Want daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck? Of course you do. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Well, hello there, and welcome to Front Page Tech, of course, show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Hi, happy Tuesday. Just a quick heads up, it is raining, it is storming outside, so if like the lights go off, if the power goes out, the lights go out, this is what the show will look like. You just have to watch it like this, with all the lights off. But we'll still do it, so just, hang out. We'll hope for the best. All right, news. All right, so first up, story numero uno for the day. What? Oh, you want the lights back? Okay. Yeah, I forgot to tell Brian. Brian, we can turn off the... Okay. Story number one. Okay, so about Samsung. This is specifically about the Note 10. This comes from a tweet from Max Weinbach, who is actually pretty reputable when it comes to this stuff. So in terms of the Note 10 and the Note 10 Pro, we got a pretty big change here. So according to him and according to his source, the Pro version of the Note 10 is the only one with an SD card slot. So, just another one of those things that we originally thought Samsung would never do that they are doing. For me, the Note 10 lineup just feels and seems like the flagship lineup for Samsung. It would almost make sense for this to happen on like an S10, but on the Note lineup, it feels icky. It feels icky for them to get rid of the SD card slot for one of these phones. I get it. It's good that they're putting it on the Pro version at least, but to take this away feels icky to me. Also, something interesting. You see, in this tweet from Max, according to his source, the phones that the source got to use, both the regular Note 10 and then the Note 10 Pro, according to that source, both of those models had headphone jacks. So this is where it sort of gets hairy because this goes against other leaks that we've heard and had where the Note 10 doesn't have a headphone jack. We've had more leaks come out that say that the Note 10 does not have a headphone jack than we've gotten of, well, this SD card reader thing. And that brings me to one of the top Samsung insiders that we know of, being Ice Universe, or Ash Universe as we like to call him here on the show. Throughout the past week, there's been a few different things that have me questioning Ice Universe as a source, as a legitimate source. So in some areas he's been reliable, but more and more it's seeming like something freaky is up with Ice Universe, and I'm questioning a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna just let you know right now that we here at Front Page Tech, we're gonna look into Ice Universe because I just want to get to the bottom of like how reliable he actually is. Another thing that has me questioning him is this tweet. So Steve from OnLeaks is also questioning Ice Universe. He tweeted out a link to the last episode of Front Page Tech and mentioned, well, indirectly, Ice Universe. And I'll tell you right now, like above all other leakers, I trust Steve. So at this point, I think it's in my best interest, in the best interest of Front Page Tech, but also in the best interest of our viewers for us to look into Ice Universe and just sort of really, I don't think anyone's done this before, just like really look into Ice Universe and see how reliable he actually is, what he actually does know and what he doesn't know. I'm just curious, and I think it'd be best for all of us if I look into it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see what we can bring up and pull up from this guy about this guy, and we'll let you know. So stay tuned. Ask Universe, I'm coming for yo ass. All right, so next up, obviously we don't have an official release for iOS 13 yet. It's in beta, but you should know that yesterday the public beta was released. So that's the thing, if you want it. So if you want to get access to the public beta for any of your Apple devices of choice, you can get it now, especially if you're interested in iPad OS. Like, I am all about that right now. And listen, I definitely don't recommend this. In fact, I highly don't recommend this, especially for your main device, for you to just go willy-nilly installing beta software on your device. Like, you download it on your phone, on your main device, you got iOS 13, and suddenly it locks up, it doesn't work, you're driving, you were trying to call 911 because you wrecked and your foot's in your mouth and you're dying, you're bleeding out, and you go to call 911 and that shit just doesn't work because you installed the beta software. So now maybe think about it. You see what I mean? I did, though. On my main device, I installed iOS 13. So you know, what's my word worth these days? So here's the deal. If you're interested, we'll actually link a video down in the description below. A smaller creator in our community, Viper, put out a video, and I think it's good to spread and share some love here. So if you're in the FPT community and you're interested in getting the beta software installed on one of your Apple devices, I'll link his video down in the description below. It's super solid, straight to the point. It's all the information you need to know. It'll get you set up. Go to Viper's video in the description below. Alrighty, foldable phones. Huawei's got one, and apparently, some good news here, Huawei's foldable device is actually going to be able to ship with Android, even with that whole ban thing going on. So the Huawei Mate 10 or Mate X, whatever the, what the fuck are we doing with these X's nowadays? What do they mean? Because when Apple says X, they don't mean X. And then everyone else does what Apple does and names their shit after. Is it 10 or is it X? Can we just decide, maybe? Anyway, the Huawei Mate X was postponed till September-ish. And even though it's been postponed, when it comes out, it will still ship with Android. Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! Now, this is interesting, obviously, because if the US and China don't reach some sort of trade deal, some sort of negotiation that will work out in everybody's favor, then by mid-August, Huawei won't be able to ship new devices with Android on it. And I don't know if you know this, but September comes after August. So September, when they're launching the Mate 10, Mate X, whatever the fuck. That's after August. That's how math works, how calendars work. I'm assuming this is all because the Mate X was sort of finalized before this whole thing happened. That's why it's gonna be okay to launch. Could be wrong though, who cares? What? Are you gonna buy one? Are you gonna buy a Mate X? Do tell. Are you gonna spend your money on a Mate X? Let us know in the comment section below. Will ya? Good luck. Your fucking Huawei thing. Good luck with that, in the US especially. Have fun. And that's the show. Hopefully you liked it, you learned something. If you did, hit that like button. If you hate my stupid face, which I'm assuming a few of you do right now, go ahead. That dislike button works too. And then if you're new here, subscribe. If you hate my face, but like not enough to not subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.